pop this close to the lash line across the mobile lid. So, other thing I have to keep in mind, normally for a smoky eye, you sort of look at the eyelid. You open your eyes for me? So I can see, you know, normally you would put the color all the way up to the crease, but because Lady has quite a large eyelid and a smaller brow bone, I might even keep that brown color a little bit, sort of cut that off about halfway, just so I'm not taking up her whole eye with the color. We're leaving us a little bit of space. So I'm gonna grab a little brush, close your eyes for me, and I'm gonna just start packing this on the lash line first. This is the other reason that I do eyes first, especially for smoky eyes, as we've already got fallout everywhere. So, but that doesn't matter because we can wipe that away before we do our, what's it called? Base. So nice dark amount of color. Go. Pop this on the other side. Patting motions will apply more color rather than swiping. Okay, then I'm going to grab my favorite brush, my socket brush, bullet brush, and just sort of blend over that. I'm going to be blending constantly as I go because it's easier than trying to blend everything all at the end. For this, open your eyes for me. So I can sort of see we have a map. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is grab my socket brush and go in with the next color. So slightly lighter brown, probably go in, I think because we've got a very golden olive complexion, I want to go for warmer colors, so to match the complexion, warm complexion. So I'm going to go for this color here on my little brush and start blending the edge of this dark brown up towards the crease line. Just blending between the two colors. I might even grab a little bit of that darker one on my brush and blend in between to make the transition softer. Smoky eyes are all about soft transitions, almost like an ombre. So you shouldn't be able to sort of see where one color starts and the next color starts. Where one color ends and the next color starts, rather. Don't be afraid to keep blending. Go. Move to the other side. And I always have a softer brush as well. So this one a bit softer, a bit fluffier, which is my clean brush. which I will go in and sort of blend over everything as I go to make sure that everything is blended. The name of the game. And you can see it doesn't take very long once you get the hang of it to make a sort of bold evening eye. And there are ways that we can elevate this as well. There we go. And then I'll even grab a slightly lighter brown and blend over the edge. The other way, some people like to do smoky eyes by starting with the lightest color first, called your transition color, popping that through the crease and then working your way down. You experiment and you find which way works best for you, because people do things differently. There's 1,000 different ways you can do it, which is why it's nice to see other people work and why it's good to sort of practice on each other, because everyone will have their own way of doing different things. So I'll grab a nice light brown and just blend over the edge right into the crease.
So when you hold your brush, the arm always have to be like this?
No, I'm doing this so that you can see me. If I was doing this
Yeah.
just properly, I hold it like this.
Ah.
So my pinky finger resting on the face to stabilize my brush so I don't accidentally poke her in the eye, and blending this way.
So this way is easy?
This way is easier. You have to listen to your body. There is the thing to keep in mind with makeup is it's a physical, even though they're like, it's not manual labor, you're not digging holes or anything, but it's still physical work. So you have to make sure, you know, standing in comfortable shoes with your feet about shoulder length apart, get a nice tall chair so you're not bending over, and working comfortably. So protect your wrist, protect your elbow, make sure you're not straining yourself by bending over or doing this all the time. This is just so you can see what I'm doing. And why I almost never have people looking in the mirror when I'm doing their makeup, because they'll be like, oh, I want to see, and you'll be like, well, you can see at the end. Although people have gotten a little bit better about it, you know, I feel like thanks to YouTube and thanks to sort of seeing the makeup process, people are a little bit more comfortable with, like, say, if Lady looked in the mirror and saw all the fallout under her eyes, I feel like in the past she would have gone, oh my God, what have you done? But now people sort of understand, yeah, that's just the process and we're gonna get rid of that. Lovely. All right, and then if I wanted to, and why not, I might even grab like a nice small brush and get like a shinier color and pop that as a highlight just under the brow, on the brow bone. And in the inner corner of the eye to give a little bit of lightness there. Now to finish this off, you can see as we've been blending, we haven't gone in between the eyelashes because it's easier to do that with eyeliner. So you can do black or brown eyeliner for a smoky eye like this. The advantage of doing a brown smoky eye is if I want to do like a statement, like a bold winged eyeliner, I'll actually be able to see it. If it was a black smoky eye, there's no point doing a winged eyeliner or anything because you're not really going to be able to see it. But for this, we can do like a nice, probably like a little kitten wing, especially sort of taking advantage of the fact that we have so much lid space to work with. Should be able to get like a nice eyeliner here. So get a little bit of my black, the black liner onto my palette, and I'm going to work that into my brush. I always use a thin brush. Some people like to use an angled brush for this. This is how I've learned, and this is what I prefer to do. is to use a pointed liner brush or a fine liner brush, sort of whatever they call it. So I'm just gonna pop this on my brush. And I am going to get you to close your eyes, and I'm gonna do the lash line first. So all I'm doing at first is just making sure it's nice and black along the lash line. She has double lashes, so I'll wiggle my brush to make sure to get in between them. Now I am choosing to go right to the inner corner because her eyes aren't too close together. So if her eyes were really close together, I would sort of keep the liner about halfway across or 3/4 of the way across, because it will make her eyes look close together. Because her eyes aren't close set, they're pretty proportional. I can sort of do the whole thing and not have to worry about that. So. Step beside you. So sometimes if the person is very flinchy, like they don't get their makeup done often, I'll put my fingers gently on the eyelid to sort of hold it still so that I don't end up with eyeliner everywhere.